Welcome to the official Munzee podcast.
I'm Rob, also known as Coach V, your host and the president of Munzee.
And I'm Craig, also known as Sam Michelle. I started out as an avid Munzee player, but Rob, now I'm proudly part of the team.
Each week, we'll delve into Munzee's mysteries, divulge some secrets, and inform players from around the world just what is coming your way.
Sit back, relax. Today's episode, Rob, it's a bit of a casual one. We're going to talk about things that have already been out there in the Munzee world for some time. You know, some players are having discussions on the water cooler about different things, you know what I mean? So, and go from there. But meanwhile, Rob, before we do that, let's dive into what you've been up to. So, first and foremost, congratulations, sir. Congratulations. I don't know whether I should congratulate you or Lou for putting up with you, but 5 years, mate. 5 years.
5 years. Lou and I have been married for 5 years. Yeah, so celebrating that.
Yeah.
Good times. Yeah, we've spent some time in the sun. It was actually a chance for Lou to go to a place with cooler temperatures, which is pretty wild. That it would be hotter in London than it is in Los Angeles, California. What? It's crazy. So
That's crazy.
Yeah, we've headed out for some celebrations and just having a good time. And that's what life has been doing for me for the last week. Trey did well with his wisdom teeth surgery. I believe that I did say last week that
yes, you did.
I was with him for that. He's recovering well, so that's nice. They did take 4. Oh man, that's all the pain I can talk about from that. But yeah.
So now he's more like his father because he's lost all his wisdom. Ha ha ha.
All his wisdom's gone. Yeah.
There you go. Meanwhile, Rob, speaking of all your wisdom going as well, so I think we spoke about it. Did we speak about it last week? I think we did in regards to the very hot chili pepper that I consumed, etc. That I sent you one, and I'm yet to see a video of you consuming the hot chili pepper at all.
That is so weird. It must be like all those other videos that just go into my phone and they just stay there. That has to be it.
I don't think you've done it, sir.
My face doesn't look red enough to think that I've had that chili yet.
Not at all. It's a little bit toned red, but that's because you've had some sun in LA. That's about it.
That is probably right. Yeah. Or the being called out right now of like.
Exactly.
So where's the video about eating the chili?
That's right.
I don't know what you're talking about.
There you go. You heard it here first. Everyone listening, if you see Rob out and about and you still haven't seen the video of him eating a death spiral chili pepper that I grew right here on Shelby Homestead, then you need to call him out on it and ask him that question. Where is the video? Why haven't you eaten it yet?
You might get an answer at that point in time. That is true.
And Rob, if you turn around and say, I've been traveling a bit and the chili has gone bad, for instance, I can't consume it. I do have freeze-dried ones that I can send to you that will last 25 years, sir. So,
oh my goodness! I wonder what that would do to if it would make it hotter, less.
Okay. I don't know. I know exactly what it does to it. It makes it hotter. It makes it more intense, and the reason behind it because it happens to every single food that's actually freeze-dried. Here's a quick freeze-dried tip for you, because when it freeze-dries, it actually removes all the moisture, every single moisture, 100% of the moisture is removed. Not like dehydration. Dehydration removes the moisture, but it also removes some nutrients. This freeze-dry, because it's snap frozen first and foremost, it actually keeps 98% of its nutrients. But when the moisture is removed, they remove the moisture, which also removes the dilation of the flavor. You see, so it's not diluted. The flavor's not diluted anymore in the moisture like it normally is. So the chili itself would be hotter. It would be more intense. It's
yikes.
So there you go, sir.
So you're going to try one of the freeze-dried ones too, then?
That's a no from me. I've got my video out there. People can go and see it and have a laugh at my expense. I'm happy for that. So there you go, Rob. Anyway, the other events, apart from you eating a chili and putting the video online, would be for the last week, 4 Munzee events in New York, 1 in California, Ohio, Illinois, South Carolina, Florida, Nebraska, Kansas, New Jersey, Maryland, and Minnesota. And around the world?
We had 2 in British Columbia, Canada, 3 in Netherlands, 2 in the UK, 2 in Germany, Lithuania, and Victoria, Australia.
Now, the leaderboards over the weekend, Rob, on Friday, we had Plenty SMV with 615,000 points, followed in second place, FRLK with 577,000 points, and in third place, Moppet 85 with 498,000 points. Rob, on Saturday, we had millionaires.
We had quite a few millionaires. Here we go. Dragons West, 2.2 million. Plenty SMV, 2.1 million. DJ Mitch, 25, 1.5 million. Binder 400, 1.3 million. Hoggle Spike, Herbie, Unicorn 55, 1.1 million. Joe 222S, and Eagle Eye 76 with 1 million point. Wow.
Good work.
Congrats, everyone.
Congrats to those millionaires. And we got millionaires again on Sunday, Rob. First place, a good friend of the Munzee world as well, is Anna Banana. Not Anna Banana. Anna Banana. With 1.3 million points in first place. Second place, Stratford Ender.
Stratford Ender, yeah.
Stratford Ender, 1.1 million points. And then, Plenty SMV in third place with 961,000 points. Rob, before we move on, Anna Banana. She was in St. Louis, Missouri. Now, I do believe I reached out by another Missouri player, and they said that that's the first time ever that anyone in St. Louis has reached 1 million points to her knowledge. So well done to Anna Banana for 1.3 million in an area whereby not many millionaires occur, Rob. So there you go.
Good timing for double, triple, whatever points to make that happen in a place like that. That's cool.
Exactly. And I don't believe Anna Banana has been to St. Louis Munzeeing before too. So that also helps when you got a plethora of Munzees to capture too. So
long ago, but yeah, with a new playground having been built in that area. Would be my guess, yeah.
Lots of gardens, Rob. Lots of gardens too.
Interesting.
Nice.
Cool.
Rob, events this weekend coming up. We have Nevada, Florida, California, and Minnesota, mate, around the world.
Ontario and British Columbia, Canada, Germany, and 2 in Denmark.
And don't forget, there is still the birthday highlights as well. There too. You got birthday events and you got the streak events, but you also got the purple flashing ones as well, and they're for both. So you get 2 for 1 deal if you go to an event that's actually purple in color as opposed to the pink, etc. So there you go.
Yep. Get
nice
all the badges. All the badges. Go to the events.
The badges, exactly. Big events are coming up. Ohio, July 23rd, 24th. Munzee at Midwest Geobash. September 18 to 20, Munzee Mania, Minnesota. That's coming up quick, Rob, in Minnesota. Wow.
It's almost here. Yeah.
I know. And then November 6, 7, and 8, Munzee Mirage in Las Vegas. Viva Las Vegas. 5 events, 3 days. January 14, 15, 16, 17. That's right now, 4 days. Munzee Mecca in Florida. 5 events over the 4 days. And then February 5th, you can coexist in Yuma, Arizona. So there are the big events coming up. If you've got a big event, then reach out to me and I can put it on our list and promote it from there, Rob. Meanwhile, let's talk about what's happened this week. First and foremost, I'm going to scroll all the way down to the bottom.
Oh, okay.
Because I'll let everyone know now, if some people are listening to this just for this purpose, and that is the Titans, Rob. What's happening with the Titans? Nothing's been, the Elemental Titans, no info's been shared on that yet.
Oh, has there not? We didn't put a blog post out about the Elemental Titans?
No.
Oh. I guess that slow release of information that we discussed as a team was actually moving slower than what we normally say slow means. So let's see what to say about Elemental Titans. When you deploy different elementals, there's a possibility of one of these Titans coming up. Mm-hmm. When you capture the different elemental mysteries, there's a possibility of an elemental Titan being summoned to that Munzee. So the best way to learn about this is to deploy or to capture any of those elementals, and you might see these Titans show up on the map. No guarantees to it. Nope. We will put more information out. Obviously, we haven't done that quite yet. That's me shooting from the hip on that one.
We said last week, Rob, that this was Robbie's little venture, and and Robbie is one of the coders at Munzee, the team itself. Robbie's not the social media person. Robbie's not the blog person, etc. So that's the reason why these have just gone now and left. And he even said, he goes, let's just put this out and just let them talk about it amongst themselves. He actually said that himself too. So. and not blame Scott, it's blame Robbie for this one. But if you want to know more information, you can actually research more information if you go onto Cuppa Z. Sam obviously has added them to Cuppa Z as well. So you can see how many there are, what you've capped, how to get it, etc., etc. So remember, just cap one, and you'll see what happens, or you can actually deploy and see what happens from there. They are not, as you said before, they are not. We can say this for sure. They are not guaranteed. There is a percentage, in it too. So you're not guaranteed to get one, but that's all there is to it. So there you go. The Elemental Titans.
It's a permanent piece, just so everyone knows. So this isn't something that's going to be here for a little bit and then goes away. Because we haven't put any information out like that, people don't know. So now you do. There's probably the most important piece, I think, for people to know. It's not a limited time thing, so you don't have to rush. You don't have to hurry.
That's right.
But
that's right.
Just
some people
fun.
still do. Some people still do because they want the number one spot. That's what it is, Rob. So
it's true. It's true.
Meanwhile, Rob, we're halfway through the month, and we're going to talk about the Munzee monthly moments. And the reason why, Rob, is because we need more submissions. I'm looking, going, oh, hang on, it's pretty light on for the submissions for this month. Now, Rob, it is easy to put out a video, and I'm going to say to you, how easy is it to put out a video? I'm not going to ask you because it's you and you don't very rarely put out video when you do. And the only time you do is if I say, Kappa Brewery. That's the only time you'd actually put out a video. But anyway. But this month, it's very simple. It's sky related, like an airport, something like that too. So, or an airplane going over the top of you while you're capping a Munzee, for instance, as well. Show some sort of creativity. There's a couple of creative ones there to actually look at too. So go on and get some inspiration from other players. Although, Rob, some have even just turned around and showed them capping their sky lands. You see, that's sky related. Because I know. See, clever. Some are clever. Yeah, they've. You know what us Munzee players are like, Rob? They like to sort of do what they can to sort of bend the.
Well, the prompt is open-ended, sky-related, and they're like, "Yep, it's Skyland."
It's a Skyland, and of course that's accepted. They're accepted, that sort of thing too. So there you go, sky-related. Show yourself capping a Munzee, either virtual or physical related, with some sort of sky-related thing. And obviously, when it comes to maybe even talking about the drift. As well. So.
Yeah, because I think that some of the meaning behind this came from that other app that we launched, Skydrift, Explore the World, because there's several Skydrifts out there. So ours is the hot air balloon one. Built up quite a little community. So I'll just take this moment to say, a little bit about it. But yeah, there's quite a few people out there that are playing Skydrift, which is kind of fun. Some of we've got a community built through Discord. And a lot of familiar names from the Munzee world. Some from used to play Munzee a lot, moved over to Wallaby, and others that have kind of played those two games, Munzee and Wallaby, and now they've got Skydrift, and they're interested in watching their hot air balloons drift all over the world, trying to. I don't know, visit cool places. Now we've got little postcards that pop up at the end, and you can click on links to learn more about where you went. This morning, the Skydrift community was celebrating that they have found. We have what we call Munzee stands in that game. They're not quite linked to Munzee yet. They're really just like places for people to seek out. They found the 20th, the 15th stand, but 20 total. They found it this morning. And it was one of mine, and it was located at Shiner Brewery in Texas.
Of course it was. Of course it was.
Yeah, so they found it. So it's that would be a great Munzee monthly moment video right there.
Yeah.
Any of the Skydrift type stuff. So anyway, if you haven't checked it out, check it out. Sponsoring the Skydrift app, sponsoring the Munzee podcast.
It's all one and the same. But I will say, Rob, that remember, this is a brand new app. There are still going to be things happening with it. It's still going to be changed. It's still going to be evolved as well. And you did say before, Rob, in regards to there will be a link of some degree between Skydrift and Munzee at some point in time. Yeah. That may or may not, and don't quote me on this because I'm just shooting from my hip now, not Rob's hip. That may or may not include some extra points going into your Munzee the accounts, etc., when things happen in Skydrift. So, that's a possibility out there too. So if you don't know what we're talking about, download the app, Skydrift Explore the World. That's the full name of it, Skydrift Explore the World. Download the app and see how you can play it itself too. It is a little bit of a learning curve to play, have a look around. If you do have Discord, jump on the Discord and ask them as well. So, but otherwise, play around with it. See what the things do. Learn the app. It is a brand new app, so you can learn it. So there you go. Don't forget, Rob, getting back to the Munzee Monthly Moments, every entry gets a card and a badge as well. And even, Rob, if you do a basic video, you capping your skyline, saying your name, and then that's it. 10 seconds. That's it. 10 seconds. And it's not selected for the top 3 or whatever as well, because it's not extraordinary editing or whatever else as well. You still get to put your name. Your name still goes into the wheel of names for the big prizes, Rob, too. So we're talking big prizes that Rob doesn't even know about here. I'll just say that much too. So
the prizes are good.
They are
at least they always were, and I assume that they still are. So yes.
They are. So there you go. And let's not leave it to the last minute. I'll say this as well. There's been 2 players reached out to me last month on the 1st of this month and said, "Oh my goodness, I forgot to put my entry in for last month." I'm like, so be it. So don't leave it to the last minute. Don't be an eagle dad in Xenia. So
man. And for people that would like to do this, they go to the Cup Z app. Correct. Yeah.
It's all in Cup Z, and then you basically record yourself doing this. You say your Munzee name, then you put it on a social media app such as TikTok or on YouTube as well, like a short or a TikTok. You then grab that actual URL and put that in the Cup Z in where it says Munzee Monthly Moments, and that's it itself. It's very, very easy, very simple to do. More information is on Cup Z too, under the Munzee Monthly Moments. You can even have a look at past winners and all that sort of stuff too, Rob, if you want to get an idea. So there it is. Meanwhile, Rob, also let's just touch on the murals of coming through thick and fast, or the new POI murals as well. I'll be honest with you, I'm one of the people that look at the murals and verify the murals, etc. I'm telling you now, Rob, I love seeing all these different murals come through. I go to Street View, I go have a look, I go, wow. Some of these murals are fantastic, absolutely fantastic. I would love to see it in real life. But a couple of things I must add. Murals do not include sculptures, unfortunately. So it has to be a mural. It can't be a sculpture. That was one question that came through. Okay. And also the mural POI needs a web link to the actual mural so we can actually view it itself and to make sure it's there and to make sure what it's about. Either external link or a Google Earth link as well, if you can see it from Google. There's some places, Rob, you know what Google Earth's like. It hasn't been around that particular area for the last 4 or 5 years, for instance. Yeah. And so this is a new mural, and it's happened the last couple of years, and you won't see it on Google Earth. You're going to have to seek out a link to show us from there about the place. So that's all it is from there. All right, Rob, moving on now. Something else happened this week that came out with no one. People asking questions again. No prior warning either. It just happened. Was the shadow cursed Munzees?
Oh my. It's another of the events that just happens. Yeah. People wake up, or it's right in the middle of their day, Japan, where it's just like, wait, something just happened to the map. What on earth is going on? New Munzees are all around me. And it's like, nope, they are not new Munzees. They are what internally we call flash mobs, because they're not there, and then the next minute, boom, flashed. There it is. So the shadow cursed mobs are back, and a little bit of reading it from the blog for those of you who don't like to go and do it yourself. As the darkness spreads, some of our most brightly shining Munzees have been taken over by the neon glow of the shadows. Flat flashlights, air mysteries, and surprise Munzees have all been affected by the shadow curse. So when you see any of these, it's just like the rest of the Munzees. You see it on the map. Why not give it a cap? I don't know. You got to capture all the different things. So the flat flashlights, the air mysteries, and the surprise Munzees, they've all got a new coat of paint. There's something sitting on top of them. You cap it. It scatters off little wisp for you to go and chase those. So if you were looking for another way to get lots and lots of points this month, guess what? Here it is. These are going to be running through Tuesday, July 21st at midnight. So be sure to get them done before then. Any new flat flashlight, air mystery, or surprise Munzee that you deploy will instantly have this shadow curse on top of it. So that will give you a chance to capture that and get the scatters. So that's,
one thing, Rob, I'm going to correct you, and that is they're actually available until Sunday, August 2nd at midnight. On July 21st at midnight, three more come in. Three more come in, Rob. So yeah, we got three more coming in. They've given us a warning now. Ice mysteries, rubies, and scatter physicals, not scatters. Scatter physicals. They're the ones that the green looking one. They look a little bit like a green, but they've got the three dice on them on the physical side of things. So those three physicals then become cursed on July 21st at midnight. So that's when they become available for us. And but then all of them, weeks 1 and 2, are available until August 2nd. And as you said, Rob, as well, if you don't have any around you, if you don't have any air mysteries, no surprise Mondays, no flat flashlights, then you can actually deploy them yourself, and they will be deployed with the actual glow on it. You must capture, Rob. It doesn't matter how many of these glows you capture. What matters, though, more importantly, is the wisp that you the scatter wisp that comes off it. You cap those. Why do you cap those? More importantly, because they're the ones that actually give you the badges for these too. There's new badges, 2, not 1, but 2 new badges for these as well. So make sure you capture the wisps. They're more important in my mind than the actual green, the glow itself too.
Oh, right.
So, yeah. So that's it from there. Now, Rob, if you don't have any of those at all as well, I will say this, the Shadow Curse packs are available in store as well. So if you don't have any and there's none around you, then you can actually grab these Shadow Curse packs on the freeze tag store, and then you can place your own with the curse on it too. So that's it.
Yeah, it's a great plan. And as I'm sitting here reading through this stuff, I just scroll to the first date, read the first date. Whoops, wrong date. So these do run. They run, like you said, through Sunday, August 2nd, which does make a lot more sense. It's a longer period of time. If you want them to count, all of these points to count during one of our Gauntlet Games periods, then obviously you need to get that done before July 31st, because
that's true.
Yeah, they will be gone by the time the next Gauntlet Game starts.
Yeah, because August 2nd, August 1st and August 2nd, then that makes no. What's a point? I will say, Rob, the 1st and the 2nd of the month, every single month, is the lowest point scored month overall for Munzee, because of the Gauntlet Games is shuffling around at that point in time. They're the 2 days that the games shuffle around. So there you go. Yeah. Yep. All right, moving on now to the bonus days for this week. We're talking the 17th, 18th, and 19th as well. We have double points for everyone, triple points for mailbox owners on greenies, cards, flats, education evos, and colours as well. So that's those bonus days. And again, as always, don't forget, Mech Mondays occurring every single Monday. Triple Tuesday on cards is every single Tuesday. And Throwback Thursday for evos every single Thursday. So, don't forget those 3 days. But the 17th, 18th, and 19th this weekend, Rob, greenies, cards, flats, education, evos, and colours, mate. What do you think? It's going well, this.
It is. It is. It's been a lot of points, obviously, from the leaderboard from last weekend. And the fact that it's colors this time, this is the one where we see a lot of points that come from it, just because that is the base virtual with all the different color options. And when you start tripling that for mailbox owners, that can get pretty high.
People love leaving it until this weekend to go and get that brand new garden in their area, because a lot of the gardens can be utilised with different types of Munzees, but predominantly gardens are just the plain old virtuals, different colours, and that's what is double or triple points as well this weekend. All right, Rob, also this week as well, the birthday BVG, Bouncing Virtual Garden, went live for all players. Rob, it's just one? It's just one this time? Just one?
Yeah, we just, wanted to get a little birthday celebration BVG out there for everybody. And kind of one of those keep keep the BVGs going with different time frames on it as well, just so that we have things bouncing past the end of this month into August. So yeah, thanks to all of the players who participated in that sale, and hope you get lots of points and cap-ons from it. And we're talking about what the next designs will be, because the current set, the ones that were sold back in June, are expiring at the end of this month. So
that's right.
Everybody stay tuned, because there will be a few more, or there will be more BVG opportunities coming soon.
And we all know, if you've had a BVG pin in the past, you know what the quality is like when it comes to the amount of caps you get in that period of time as well. So unbelievable, 300 plus caps on some of these things too. Not guaranteed, but there has been areas where there's 300 plus caps. But this BVG, Rob, there was only one, but it was bigger than normal in terms of the amount of pins. So why am I saying that too? If you're in an event this time, and you see it bounce around and you see it bounce near you, it is larger than the normal one. So you will have to capture more, or use a blast, or do whatever you need to do. But also don't forget, cap all the pins that you see, plus the POI, to get that special birthday badge for it as well. So don't forget those. Important, very much. Very, very good, Rob. All right, moving on now to the Munzee question of the week. And this question, Rob, it came into me, into my little DMs this morning as we speak. Okay. Well, I will say good old, because he's not a young spring chicken. Gene Huseman, our good friend Gene Huseman, who's in charge of the water cooler, believe it or not, he actually asked me this question. He said, Craig, is it allowed that a player has a well on their own private property and is not accessible by others, but accessible by them?
A drinking water well, yes, probably. But a Munzee wishing well on their own property, not accessible to others. So this starts to jump, back and forth across lines of what is right, what is not right, what is okay, what is not okay. In that the capture radius of a wishing well is, as everyone knows, smaller than some of the other Munzees. Is it possible that some of those have been placed by the system whenever they're requested, in a location that if you've got lots of property that it's not close to the road? Yes, that is possible. Does that possibly make it where every player in the game can't get it? Yes, that is entirely possible. Do we try... When we are doing the approving, do we try to make it where it's not like that? Yeah. But we're not necessarily going back and doing a ton of moving of things unless there are too many in a certain area, I suppose. So I don't know that there is an answer that applies to every single thing across the whole game. But if there's a wishing well that, that players can get to, it may not be every single player in the game, in the world, that can get to it. But I suppose it still makes it in play, if that makes sense.
If there's being capped, then it's still in play.
Every single one of these would be a unique situation that we would have to look at and see, is there a place where it makes sense instead, where others could, blah, blah, blah. Anyway.
It's too hard, basket.
There's not one answer that fits all on this one. So I'm just going to go with, if it's being capped, it seems like, maybe that's where it goes. But again, I'd have to look at specifically.
Yeah. But either way, it's one of those things, Rob, where it's not against the rules per se. When there's no Munzee rule saying that you can't have a wishing well on your private property. Number one. Number two is these wishing wells, Rob, they're free. They're absolutely free. All you have to do is request one, and that's all you need to do, and they're absolutely free. So that's all there is to it. If you are driving past and you can't cap it, but you've seen it being capped by other people, so be it. Move on to the next one. That's all I'll say in regards to that. But also, Rob, when it comes to inaccessible virtuals, not just wishing wells here, I'm talking about normal virtuals, for instance, as well. Yeah, we've got virtuals in Area 51. We've got virtuals in other areas whereby no one can cap. And I mean, it makes to me personally, it makes no sense to put one there, because I'm not going to get cap on points. But that's not. It's not the only things that you can't place a Munzee is that you can't place a physical Munzee in an airport. That's pretty much the only place you can't physically or actually place a Munzee. Any other place, you pretty much virtual Munzee you can pretty much place anywhere around the world that you want, including in the middle of the ocean too. So
yeah. I mean, it depends on what the goal is of the Munzee. Where you put it. If you like points from it, then you put it where people will cap it. If you
exactly
have a special location, that doesn't matter if people cap it or not. Cool. Yeah. Then enjoy that. Yeah.
I even know of one player, Rob, and no names mentioned for this one, but this is actually attributed to me personally. I was driving up the highway, Rob, and I saw all these like a full line, beautiful line of Skylands, all the way along itself. These Skylands, Rob, they were just outside the radius of the highway, you see, because there was a long driveway where the player who owns them drives up and down that side road all the time. So it's one of those things whereby that person placed it knowing that no, they're not going to be capping it from the Is that illegal in Munzee terms? No. You know what I mean? Like it is what it is. But they're being capped, so that's all there is to it. The thing that we talk about that is an issue is if you've got like for instance a tree, any physical greenie treehouse, doesn't matter what it is. If you've got it in a location and there's no sticker there, that would be an issue. If you're capping it and there's no sticker, if you're capping it from something else, then that's a problem. But apart from that, that's all it is. That's all it is. All right. I hope that helps, Gene. I hope that helps, buddy. Moving on now, Rob. Do you have a Munzee tip of the week? We forgot about the Munzee tip of the week. I've got one if you don't.
Oh, no, go ahead then. Yeah.
Okay, I think I've said this tip before, but I'm going to remind everyone again because it's a great tip. Using the vac, Rob. When you use the vac has a 500-foot radius. If you're using the vac as a passenger here, and you're coming up to a Skyland, etc. as well, where there are bounces on that Skyland, the Skyland has a radius of 1,000 feet. So why I say that for is before you get to the 500 feet, when you're at the 1,000 feet, hand cap the Skyland. And what that does is automatically sends out all those bounces or scatters from the bounces that may be on that actual Skyland, which includes ones that are in your current radius now. You see, if you leave it to the vac to pick it up, the vac will pick it up, but then they may scatter back behind you and you'd miss out on those scatters. So if you can cap it ahead, the 1,000 foot ahead, then the 500 foot radius that you're currently at may capture those scatters that come through. So there's the tip of the week. Do you like that tip?
Wow.
That's a good quality tip, see?
That made sense. It's a good tip. Yeah.
I got tips coming out my everything. Anyway, Rob, this ends another official Munzee podcast.
Thanks for joining us on this Munzee adventure.
Don't forget to subscribe, rate, review on your favorite podcasting app, and join us next week for an informative episode.
And remember, Munzee is more than a game. It's a worldwide community of mobile game players.
So keep scanning, keep discovering, keep that Munzee spirit alive, Rob. 1, 2, 3, Shadow Curse Munzee for the win. Oh, you went basic. I went Shadow Curse.
Happy anniversary, Lou.